The mistake seemed trivial at first, almost laughable. My wife had accidentally sent our daughter's backpack to my office. She must have thought it was mine, left it by the door in a rush. At lunch, curiosity got the better of me, and I unzipped it. A child's small world spilled out, pencils, crumpled worksheets, a snack wrapper, and then a sealed pouch. It felt unnaturally heavy. I laughed initially, assuming it was some toy she had smuggled from home. I handed it to a colleague, a former ER doctor who had swapped night shifts for corporate hours. He opened it halfway, froze, then slammed it shut. His face turned gray. "Drop everything," he whispered. "Get your daughter. Drive to the hospital. Now." "Why?" I asked, panic rising. "If I tell you, you'll collapse. Just go." My legs felt unsteady, foreign under me as I moved. The world tilted, time warped. Hours compressing into minutes, minutes into seconds. At the hospital, when the triage nurse opened the pouch, her gloved hands shook. My world began to fracture. Inside were vials. Not harmless medicine, not vitamins, not something a child should touch, but sedatives potent and dangerous in doses smaller than a teaspoon. Her eyes met mine. Where did this come from? I couldn't answer. I couldn't even form the words. But I knew it hadn't come from my daughter. 8-year-olds don't collect hospital-grade drugs. Someone had put them there. Someone who either wanted me to find them or never intended them to be found. A memory flickered. That morning, my wife had shoved the backpack into my hands too quickly, avoiding my eyes. Her voice had trembled faintly as she said goodbye. It hadn't been a mistake. It had been a miscalculation. Beneath the harsh fluorescent lights of the hospital, I started to see the shape of something unspeakable. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I learned to wear the mask again. Calm husband, doting father, nothing unusual. But inside, I unraveled quietly, methodically. At night, I searched. Phone records, bank statements. Her laptop left open once on the counter. Hidden messages buried beneath folders of family photos. Patterns emerged. Payments to pharmacies out of state. Late-night calls to numbers I didn't recognize. Deleted emails never truly gone. The words I read cut like glass. The dose must be gradual. He'll weaken without realizing. By the time it shows, it'll be too late. Our life begins once he's gone. I stared at the screen until my reflection blurred. The betrayal wasn't accidental. It was deliberate, calculated. I wasn't just being deceived. I was being erased. And she had chosen our daughter's backpack as the hiding place. Careless, or perhaps poetic, a father undone by his own child's bag. The evidence confirmed what I had begun to suspect. She wasn't working alone. The number traced back to a man she had known before me. Their messages painted the picture clearly. They were plotting my death, slowly, methodically, a medical assassination disguised as illness. I ordered copies of medical analysis on the drugs, bound them carefully in a folder, and slipped it into my briefcase. The next morning at breakfast, I slid the folder across to her. No words, just silence. She opened it, face drained of color, lips parted but silent. Our daughter sat between us, oblivious, eating cereal, unaware of the war declared in paper and ink. I met my wife's eyes, cold, empty. I didn't need to speak. She knew I knew. That alone was enough to shatter her. I didn't yell or demand. Instead, I stood, lifted our daughter into my arms, kissed her head, and walked toward the door. Her voice cracked as she called after me. "It's not what you think." At the threshold, I paused and turned. My words were calm, deliberate. "You'll never touch her again." Her face crumpled, not from guilt, but from fear. Fear of exposure. Fear of losing the life she thought she controlled. I let the silence press in, let the weight of her own intentions suffocate her more effectively than any poison could. Then I left her with nothing but the truth she could not deny. I never went back. Lawyers handled the rest. Courts moved slowly, but with evidence this sharp, the outcome was inevitable. She lost custody, her reputation, the life she had gambled everything for. I didn't watch her unravel. I didn't need to. My daughter sleeps safely now, eats without fear, laughs without hesitation. She doesn't know how close she came to losing everything, and I intend to keep it that way. Betrayal changes you. It strips away illusions. It hardens you against the softness of trust. I once believed marriage was a vow carved in permanence. Now I know better. Some vows are weapons waiting for the right moment to cut, and some truths, once revealed, are enough to kill without lifting a hand.